Hi everyone, Miss Mick is here, and today I want to share with you a couple things. Today is January 25th, 2022, and did you know that the last Friday of the month in January is National Have Fun at Work Day? So, if you have any plans, please respond and let me know. I will be doing my delivery services on Friday, so trying to think how I can make that fun. We will see how that goes. So today I want to let you know that this conversation is for mature audiences. It is for women, so it is not for children. Okay, so it's for the moms. Okay, so I just want to make sure that people know that before I go forward. So back at the beginning of January, I blogged about my menstrual cycle and these new menstrual cups that I found. So this is my menstrual cycle story. I am 43 years fabulous and still menstruating. Yes, I am. So just trying to be supportive to other females out there, and so this is my story, and I just discovered some new products and I'm just like, wow, is it gonna work? I don't know. I ordered it, it came in, so we will see. So when discovering this menstrual cup, I was Ubering a shop order. That's something new that we can do here for Uber, is shop for people at CVS or Walgreens, or what I believe is what we're limited to. So it was for a young lady, and the system was having a glitch. She had wanted a particular Playtex tampon multi-pack at CVS, and they didn't have that. So I was trying to give her, send pictures to show her what they did have. And then she was like, I'm not getting it, blah, blah, blah. So she ended up canceling the order. And then within about 10 minutes, I got an order to go across the street at Walgreens for the same young lady with the first name. I just know first name, the name she put into Uber. So I go across the street to Walgreens and was able to find, Walgreens had a lot more in stock than CVS, so that worked. I was able to get a multi-pack. I think she ended up going with Tampax or something. And it was a couple of dollars cheaper too, because you can't use any coupons when you're using an Uber shopper. So I posted pictures of the products that I had seen at CVS and Walgreens advertising these menstrual cups that I had never heard of. They've never been suggested to me. I was just like, what are these things? So the CVS and Walgreens had carried the Flex Menstrual Disc, the Ziggy Cup, the Diva Cup, and the Walgreens Menstrual Cup. Okay. So I immediately had like comments from 18 other women, 17 in favor of moving to the menstrual cup. Now for me, I have a lot of sensitivities, and I have to use like non-perfume, all natural, and I've been having difficulty with finding products that are not causing an allergic reaction to my skin in that area. So, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. That's a whole other issue in itself. Besides being 43 years old and still menstruating, I just, naively thought, I started when I was 13, like, when is the end coming, right? A lot of the women in my family had went through hysterectomies and stuff, including my mom. And I just watched her in her late 30s, and it just really did a number on her health and just a lot of other things. And I'm like, I am not going that route. I need to keep my parts, and a lot of the research has said that as well. So I am a tree hugging, recyclable gal. So I am for all the less waste and saving of money factors as well to invest in one of these products. So on I found an article from December of 2020. And first I'm a little confused because the article used glass cups to stimulate the vagina. And the article highlights how difficult it was to find the right item to stimulate a vagina. And I'm like, was it a man testing these for the article? I mean, you just couldn't survey some women who could actually use and report back to you? Like, that was too taboo, too embarrassing? Of course, you can't video or ask them to share, you know, how it's going when they put it in and out, right? That would be pornography, I'm sure, right? Yes. I'm sure there's no exempt for educational purposes on that, but, you know, because some pervert out there would definitely, get a hold of that. That's a whole other thing. But, so this is the part of the article that I chose to share and focus on. It says, over the span of just 3 cycles, a reusable menstrual cup can save you money. And switching to a cup can immediately reduce the number of disposable tampons or pads you're ordinarily toss in the trash. The best cup for you largely depends on your anatomy. After testing 33 different cups and 2 menstrual discs from 21 manufacturers since 2016. Now again, they used some type of glass to test these. I don't understand, but okay. We found that the Cora cup is the best cup for first-time users because it's easier than most to fold and insert and then to remove. For more sizes, shape, and stem options, consider our long-term recommendations of the Meluna Classic. We also have picks for low cervixes, high cervixes, and wide vaginas. Okay, and then I copied and pasted the link in my blog if you're interested in reading in more specific. Now, I focused on someone with a low cervix. I'll explain that in a minute. So, I have a low cervix. After reviewing this article, I decided that I'm going to order online the Meluna product. It came from Texas. Size large, because I have given birth. It said if you've given a vaginal birth, which I have, then size large. I was thinking maybe size medium because, you know, thinking of tampon sizes, you know, I'm kind of in the middle. But upon reading further, it stressed that large because I had a vaginal birth, and yes, I sure did. That boy just turned 19. So, little side story. They were warning a C-section when I was giving birth to him, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, I'm going to push and stuff first. Like, I didn't take all the Lamaze classes and come all this way to not be trying. And they said, okay, like, you get 1 more hour. You know, I'm looking at my doctors and I'm like, you know, like, I'm not quitting so easily. So work with me here. So they said, you got an hour. Well, I got him out. So, and a lot of it was because he was going up higher. He was staying up high. He wouldn't come down. And so finally, you know, they let me start pushing and stuff, and we worked it out. I felt like I was going to puke that boy out. I'm telling you. I'm like, dude, come on. You know, oh God, that's a whole other story. But so yes, I had that vaginal birth. So the Meluna cup comes from Germany. With shipping, it was $32.15. So how did I know that I had a low cervix? Okay, I got to tell you that story, because I never thought to ask, you know, and you may not know or have thought to ask. Well, I learned because while I was pregnant and stuff, and you go to the doctor all the time when you're pregnant. My doctor informed me that I have a low cervix and it is teachable, and asked if she could show a few doctorate students. And, you know, being the teacher that I am, of course, I was like, okay, you can come see my cervix, whatever. So teacher by trade, and I had a teachable cervix, you know, because it's low. It's very visual, I guess. I'm like, okay, wow, I don't know. So she said that by showing them, I'm able to help them understand what they should be seeing, or, you know, the difference with a woman who has a high cervix is it's not going to be visible and like right there for them to feel. So yeah, it was good to know. So that's how I found out when I was pregnant. So I'll let you know how the use of the menstrual cup goes. It arrived in the mail. I did read a tip from the from WebMD, that you should carry a bottle of water while out, just in case you feel like you need to check your cup. And then that way, if you're in a public restroom, you can use the entire bottle of water to kind of clean and rinse it and then reinsert it. But you should not have to. It should be in place and good to go for 12 hours. But if you feel like it's shifted or something, you need to make sure you're carrying around a bottle of water with you. You know, I would suggest maybe some feminine wipes as well. Just in case, you know. So hopefully with 12 hours, you should be able to, you know, do that before you leave the house and then get back home, you know, to take care of the, you know, cleaning, switching it out every 12-hour process. So that's just kind of something to think about. Hopefully my last 5-ish years of menstruating can go better. You know, I'm premenopausal, so I could have 5-ish more years. They don't really know. Please God, though. I'm like, please God, let me have 5 years or less. I mean, I have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and my eggs have been no good since age 26. Okay, like, so pretty please and thank you. Like, my eggs were no good for me. I was blessed to have one child, and then the child that I got pregnant with at 30 passed away. But so those are my 2 pregnancy stories. And you know, why do I have this period? You know, it was very hard for me and emotional to come to the conclusion that I was not going to have any more children, because of it's being so difficult with polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I've done all the things, you know, to prevent ovarian cancer, which I'm at risk for. So I've kept my parts in, all that good stuff. But for the love of God, come on, like, I've got to be, you know, I'm premenopausal. Please let this be like 5 years. I mean, I got to get through this. Whew, I don't know. But, and I just want to end that, you know, for me, I started almost 30 years ago. It was in March, as of March of 2022, it'll be 30 years ago, because I was 13. And how do I know this? My aunt was getting married back then, and I was reading a passage during the ceremony. And if you're Catholic, you know, that's a big thing, like to get up and you read one of the passages during the Catholic marriage mass. So, you know, I was like really excited to do this. And then, you know, I like started my period that week, and I was just like freaked out. You know, I had this dress, this light blue grayish dress with little flowers on it. Actually, I think it was 2-piece. It was a shirt and a skirt thing. I had to wear pantyhose and all the, you know, white pantyhose I wanted to wear. And then I'm just like, oh my God, like, I'm wearing this gigantic pad. People can tell. They can tell. You know, that's the nightmare that's going in, you know, and my mom kept saying, you cannot tell. But I swear, the whole time I was a nervous wreck, thinking I'm walking funny, you know, everything. But it was all fine. Nothing leaked, right? And her wedding, I did my passage and everything went great. But that was my first period. Big moment in my aunt's wedding. Ugh. But when I was 13. So never forget it. It had a whole other nervous level. And my aunt, she has been happily married ever since, and she just became a grandma in 2021. So how exciting is that? So shout out to my Aunt Helen for that. So here's to me being premenopausal, 43 years fabulous. and still menstruating life, but now with a menstrual cup. So we will see if I have any nightmares. I'm going to be carrying that bottle around, of water around, because I tend to be one of those people, if something's going to go wrong, it will. So, you know, hopefully not. But, you know, it's going to be fine. I'm going to give this a try. I'm excited. Do you want to see it? Hold on. Let me show you how it came. And then if you want to see it to my podcasters, then you have to go to my YouTube channel. So it says that there's a little carrying bag in here too. But so here it came. It's kind of a small box. So it came. Yay! So this is what I'll be trying. All right, you guys have a great day. And make sure that you talk with your doctors about your own menstrual cycle. But, you know, now maybe you have some new questions to ask about you and your cervix. Have a good one.